Let us now chat about the equivalency interaction theorem, proposed by Terry Anderson. It suggests that different forms of interaction, including student content, student-teacher, and student-student interactions, can be equally effective in achieving meaningful learning outcomes. The theorem posits that if one type of interaction is limited or absent, other types can compensate and provide an equivalent learning experience. This can have implications for the costs associated with online learning in terms of time, money, and human resources. Overall, the equivalency interaction theorem offers insights into how different types of interaction in online learning can be leveraged to optimize costs in terms of time, money, and human resources. It encourages teachers and institutions to consider a diverse range of interaction modalities that empower learners, and make strategic decisions regarding resource allocation to provide effective and efficient learning experiences.
Here, in the left of this figure, we can see an example of a course that invests mainly in student content interaction and less in the other forms of interaction. In the middle of the figure, we can see an example of a course that invests mainly in student-teacher interaction. And in the right side of the figure we can see an example of a course that invests more in student-student interaction and less on student content or student-teacher interaction. So, it is suggested that different forms of interaction can be equally effective in achieving learning outcomes, and we can explore various interaction modalities that may require different amounts of costs investment.
Now, let us talk a bit about the theory of transactional distance, proposed by Michael G. Moore. This theory focuses on the concept of psychological and communication space between learners and instructors when they are not co-present and are communicating through technologies. Transactional distance refers to the gap between learners and instructors in terms of their understanding, communication, and learning autonomy. It is influenced by three main factors: dialogue, structure, and autonomy. Transactional distance can increase or decrease when affected by these three elements:
dialogue, structure, and autonomy. Dialogue. Dialogue is a significant factor that diminishes transactional distance between learners and instructors. Having limited opportunities for communication or ineffective feedback can increase transactional distance. However, regular and meaningful dialogue that promotes understanding and provides guidance can help reduce transactional distance. Structure. While structured learning materials that provide clear guidelines and a logical sequence of content can make the learning process more independent. It increases transactional distance, but allows for greater autonomy and independence on the part of the learner. Related to the theory of transactional distance is the theory of transactional control, proposed by John Drawn. It focuses on the concept of control in learning environments. It explores the balance of control between learners and instructors and its impact on the learning experience. Transactional control theory emphasizes that learning environments involve a dynamic interplay of control between learners and instructors. Control refers to the power or authority individuals have over decisions and actions within the learning process.
Well, we have been seeing different types of interaction and interactivity that can promote active learning. Also, we have seen how we can vary and articulate these different types of interaction in different types of courses or learning activities. We have also talked about the notion of transactional distance and how we can increase or decrease the communicational gap that may exist when teachers and students are not co-present. Finally, we have seen how learners and instructors both exert control over various aspects of learning, such as content, pace, assessment, and interaction. In each course or activity, control can alternate between teachers and students. And of course, many gamified situations are situations where student control predominates over teacher control.